We're live. Hey everybody, how we doing? Hold on a second. Have a little bit of a. Oh, there we go. We are live now, so I just wanted to make sure. So, how's everybody today? Hopefully, everybody having a great day. I know I am. Thursday, so almost the weekend, right? So one more day, and hopefully it's a good one. For us at work, it's the last week of the our financial year. So things are busy at work. We're cranking away and trying to get stuff out the door and get stuff delivered, and so we're doing the best we can. We have a lot of shortages and stuff that are causing a lot of issues. We're working through those. So hopefully, don't be afraid to say hi. Let me know who's on, where are you from, and how's your day going. So I have a piece of paper here. I actually wrote down some things that I kind of wanted topics to talk about, right? So the welcome and the intros. We're going to talk a little bit about. I'll go through and I'll show you some pictures or one or two pictures to tell you a little bit about my story. I know there's some new people that may be on here that haven't seen my history a little bit, so I kind of like going over that. I know other people seen it over and over again and get tired of me talking about it, so I'll do that a little bit. Talk about some other things that are going on. Then we'll talk a little bit about how did September go. How did the weight plan go? We'll review all that data, go through all of that information as well. Talk about a little bit about the exercise, and like I said, all the activities that went on for September. Then we can talk a little bit about activities for October, what's going on, and that kind of stuff. So I think there's a lot of cool things going on in October. I know things are really, really busy for me anyway. Hopefully they are for everybody. That's a good thing, right? So the time goes by fast. Hopefully everybody's making progress in their goals and in their achievements. And we'll talk a little bit about, because October is a big month for me because we got a bunch of things going on. We have our wedding anniversaries in October. My birthday's in October, and my 5-year anniversary doing keto is in October. So big month. We are going to go out and try to do some stuff for the month. I'm not exactly sure what yet. We had plans to do some other stuff, but unfortunately, some of that stuff has kind of fallen by the wayside. We were actually going to go, or one of the plans was to go to KetoCon in Las Vegas, and they canceled it. They postponed it until next year. So we'll see whether we're going to go next year or not like that. So, so we'll see. Hey, the Bud Files are on. How are you? Hopefully you're having a great, great day. Hopefully it's a great Thursday for you. So like I said, that's kind of the agenda to go through it. Show a couple of pictures here, kind of just a couple of people on right now. So I thought I'd just kind of talk a little bit about. This is probably one of my favorite pictures. This is kind of Las Vegas. This was us about 6 years ago when we were in Las Vegas, my wife and I. That's kind of what I look like. So I was very overweight, not the healthiest, pretty happy, but didn't realize how unhealthy I was. The doctor told me that, I was at a point where I needed to probably either start taking some medications like type 2 diabetes medicine, high blood pressure medicine, and some other stuff. And he says, it's you get to that point, you're getting older and you're overweight, your sugars are going way, your sugar's way up, your blood pressure is way up. So you need to either do something to get it under control, or we're going to have to start taking some medication. And I didn't want to go down that road. And he suggested that if I changed my diets, I could probably control it pretty easily. So that's what I did. He suggested I do keto. Here I am almost 5 years later. Here's another one just to kind of let you know that that's just the way I look. That was me. So not hiding anything. I think right now, I think I look pretty good for an old man. I think I'm doing okay. Oh, you know, so that was kind of my story and where I came from and all those, all the ups and downs I've had and all the things I've learned from the past 5 years. I've been pretty successful. I've hit my goal. I've been able to maintain the weight, and that was probably the biggest thing for me was maintaining it because I've lost the weight before just to gain it right back. So we did it right after I first met my wife. I was trying to, we were recording, trying to impress her. So I was at Weight Watchers, and I was doing great, and I lost my weight. And hey, Danforth, how are you? So, but you know, within a year, I was right back where I started from, and probably even heavier. So this is the longest time that I've been able to take my weight, keep it off, and to stay somewhat in shape. So, thank you. I tell you, I feel good. I feel really, really good. So, you know, and that's what counts, I guess, right? As you get older, you want to be able to make sure you feel good. You want to, you want to be sure you're going to have a good long life, or at least give you every opportunity to live that good long life that you can, right? You know, stay medical free, medicine free, pharmaceutical free. I don't know what you want to call it. So, right, not dependent on insurance companies and everything else. So, maintenance free. How's that? Yeah, my wife just said maintenance free. That's a good word for it, right? So I can control it by what I'm eating and how I eat, and I think I eat pretty good. And Danforth saying I'm more aerodynamic. So I like that, aerodynamic. Not that I'm going to fly or anything like that. So, but yeah. But yeah, no, I feel really, really good. So, you know, things are going well. So if you watch some of the videos, what I eat in a days or the cooking videos, we eat pretty good. I don't, you know, people talk about how it's restrictive and how, you know, they could never do it because of all the restrictions. And I don't know whether I would go along with that because there isn't much that I can't figure out a way to get around it. What's PPL? Are you PPL? Am I pleased? I'm not sure what that means, so I'm not great at acronyms. So, but yeah, I'm pleased with myself. I'm pleased with where I've come from, and where I think I am going in the future of my health and my life is going in a very positive direction. So things are going really, really well. So hopefully they are for you too as well. So, private pilot license. No, I don't have one of those. So it's all right. But yeah, no, I'd like to have one. That'd be pretty cool to have. I've been in the aerospace industry my whole life. I've worked in it and flown all over the world in a plane, and I've never actually flown the plane. I've been in the plane. I have a couple of friends that have their pilot license, but not me. So we have a big airport right here, right next to us. That it has a lot of private planes, a lot of people coming out. It has a really nice restaurant right on the runway, so you go down there and watch everybody coming and going. So really, really nice. So. But anyway, so we're going to talk a little bit about just the kind of couple of other things. Talk about talk a little bit about. I want to give a big shout out to of course, met one of the members And of course, that'd be my pal Misty. She's actually doing fantastic. She's down over 135 pounds now. She's down almost 140 pounds now. So she's just killing it. She's doing great. So you go over there and check out her channel. Your pal Misty, look it up. Go in and type it after the live stream. She's, like I said, she's been doing really, 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 really well. So, so pretty amazing to see her from a year ago or 2 years ago to where she is today. It's just an incredible transformation. So go over there and check your pal Misty out. So let's see. I want to talk about. I do have, and I don't. I was gonna say maybe I do. I was gonna say we actually have a new shirt coming out for our merch store. I don't think I have a slide of it. I know we have one, but I don't think it's here. I think it's somewhere else in a different folder. Let me see if I can find it. And yeah, I don't think it's. I'll be doing the shirt. Let me copy this, and I'm going to put it in my folder for this web, and I'll show you what the picture of it looks like. It's kind of weird because they, let me bring it up. Get your opinion on it, telling me what you think. Is it cute or is it not cute? Is it? Now this is a draft of it. I have actually have a different version of it that I will. All right, so that's going to be the new merch. It's going to be on the shirts. It's going to be on some other stuff as well. So it actually it changed a little bit from this version to the version that I have now. The Keto Lovers is a little different, and the logos are a little different style and stuff of that nature. So, but thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was really, really cute. Tell me what you think. The egg, I think, changed a little bit too because of copyright reasons. We have to change some of the design. So, but it was kind of a pretty cool little feature, I thought. So again, you'll probably be seeing me, instead of wearing a shirt like this, you're going to see me wearing probably one of these in the very near future. Like I said, the design is a little bit different, but it's going to be similar to this. So I thought that was kind of cool, though. I do want to say that, so kind of look at that. If you're interested in merch and interested in something like that, that will be coming out. They do have a lot of the company that I have that makes those they have a lot of specials and stuff like that. So if you're interested in getting one or something like that, they usually will have a weekend for free shipping, or they'll have discounts pretty regularly. So it's kind of a cool thing. I did want to talk about September and how did I do in September. I don't think I did anything earth-shattering in September. I didn't follow through with what I said I wanted to do, or how well I did. I think I pretty much just kind of maintained where I was. I'll show you that as well. I'm going to do a little screen sharing here. I'll bring that window up. So this is how I did for the month, right? So my goal is to stay at 180 plus or minus 5 pounds. So this was kind of where I ended up for the month. You see the gold line was the 185, the gray line on the bottom is 175, and I wanted to be right around 180. Now my goal was at the first of the month was to transition it down because I had been staying, in my opinion anyway, too far above the red line, which is the goal line, and then the blue line was my actual weight. So I weigh myself every Friday. I take that weight and I put it in here and I kind of chart it. It kind of allows me to go in and I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but when I see a couple of data points that are going up like this, like there's 3 data points, 4 data points that went up, it means that there's something going on that I need to change before it gets out of control, and I need to go back. And usually that means that I have to go back, and I've gotten really lax with tracking. So I'm not tracking all my foods, I'm missing things, or I'm not tracking at all. It's really easy to get lazy and say, I've been doing this for so long that I don't have to track anymore. And for some of it, I would say it's true. But, when I see something like that, and I don't freak out when I see 1 week of it or 2 weeks, but when I get 3 weeks of it and I'm continually moving up. So, hey, Athena's here. How are you? From Seattle Sapphires Low Carb World. So when I see, like I say, when I see 3 weeks of it, I know I have to do something as well. So usually that means just to start tracking a little bit better, kind of look back at what have I been doing. And usually, hate to say it, but it's that carb creep, right? So you say, well, I'm going to stay at 20 carbs, and then you're starting to do 30 carbs, and then it's 40 carbs, and then it's 50 carbs. So, hey, Vlogging Mama, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you. So for when I see something like that, and that's kind of what happens here. Then I'll start tracking, and you'll see me drop way back down, and then I'll do a lot better. But so for month of October, my goal is to track at least 6 days a week. And maybe I'll leave Sunday or Saturday, depending on whether we're going out or what we're doing. Maybe I'll leave that window open a little bit. And then I'm going to try to stay close to my carbs. And I'll try to track those days as well, but I'm not exactly sure I'll track every day. And I'm not going to make that commitment just because I'm more in maintenance mode. Thank you. I feel like I got this too as well. So, but I feel like, so I fall off that wagon and I have to get back on it. And for me, it's a very delicate balancing act. And I think of anybody that's done weight loss, it's so easy to gain weight, right? I can go out and I can go on a weekend and I can easily gain on 5 pounds. We went to Hawaii for a week. It was a year ago. And we went for Hawaii for a week in October was it a year ago or 2 years ago? Yeah, so last year. And I gained almost 10 pounds in that week we were in Hawaii. I did lose it fast, but I was taking care of it. And, so, but like I said, you got this. So you got to turn that mental game around and say, you know what, mental toughness. I just need to watch what I'm eating, right? I got to stay down below 20 total carbs. I do total carbs. I don't do net carbs. I shouldn't say that. I guess I do sometimes. It depends on the circumstances. But I do 20 total carbs. And I know it's okay to go over provided that I'm eating keto food. So, and I do eat keto ice cream and I do eat keto chips and stuff of that nature. But it really, really helps a lot. So, so that's kind of where I have been for the past month. How are you doing? How are you managing? If you're doing a weight loss protocol, what are you doing? First of all, are you doing keto? Are you doing Weight Watchers? I know my daughter's doing Weight Watchers. I have another one that's doing keto. So are you doing anything? You're just exercising and watching what you eat? Or are you doing paleo? What are you doing? So, just kind of curious as to what's going on. So, and also coming up for the past month as well, I didn't do as well as I thought I was going to be doing for. Actually, I meant to send it to to my computer from my phone, my fitness tracker, to show you the steps. So I've been averaging about 11,000 steps a day. So I'm hoping to up that over 12,000 for the month of October. So I'm going to step that up a little bit. I'm hoping to step that up a lot more than that. I'm pretty good Monday through Friday. And this, I would say the last couple of weekends, I've been pretty good on the weekends. But before that, it was kind of, those are our times off. So we're going out and doing stuff, and we're not necessarily walking and stuff like that. So I am all set up for that month. Hold on a second. This is my step tracker for the month. So I'm all set up for that. So that will, so I'm going to take part in Derek's Journeys Step Challenge. If you haven't gone over to Derek's channel, go over there and check him out. So Rhonda's been in a stall since June, and it has finally lifted. So you're losing weight again, huh? So that's fantastic. Love to hear the stories like that. So, yeah. And then Athena was saying how she's been yo-yoing for the past 6 pounds since she's been here in California. So, yeah. So hopefully you get over it. So again, for me, what I find is when I start to gain a little bit, if I go back to tracking, then that's a good thing. Hey, Christy, how are you? Thank you for coming. I really, truly appreciate it. So what broke? So Rhonda, what broke your stall? Mind me asking. So what did you do that was different that made you start losing again? So, if you don't mind, so. I know for me, like I said, when I stop sharing here. I know for me, I find that if I go back to start doing tracking the my total carbs, and I get serious and I put them into Carb Manager, and again, Carb Manager is not the best app. It's not the worst app either. You have to kind of watch it because a lot of people put personal information in there, and it's not necessarily accurate. So you have to kind of take it with a. So Rhonda, did you do anything different? So what did you change that broke the stall? I guess what I would ask. I'm going to get a drink, pour some water here. Yeah, so anyway, for me, that's kind of where I've been doing. Like I said, I'm more in maintenance mode, so it's kind of sometimes it's easier for me, sometimes it's harder for me too, because I'm trying to stay close to that line and not put weight on. And it's pretty easy to do. It's really easy to make excuses and say, hey, well, you know what, this week I've been working out a lot harder, so therefore, all right. So Rhonda, believe it or not, upped her fat. So that was actually one of my things we talked about a while ago, and I actually put it on here because it was one of the things I was going to mention about that people don't eat. At least people think that because they eat fat, they're going to gain weight. In reality, at least if you're doing keto and you eat fat, it helps you lose weight. So And I guess I kind of think of it as your body's a hybrid. And I know there's been a bunch of people talking about this lately. And your body's a hybrid, and it can either run on gas or it can run on electricity, right? Equally as well, one or the other. And so the gas would be, I hit my 12,000 steps. So my gas would be equal to eating sugar. So your body's going to burn sugar for energy. That's what it does. It takes food, it turns it into glucose, and then it burns it for energy. So if you're eating a low carb diet, what it does is it runs on fat. So it's like the battery in a hybrid. So that if it doesn't have the gas, it runs on electricity. So what would you rather have it running on? We're going to have it glucose and running on sugar. Then it's going to take the fat that you eat and it's going to store it as fat in your body, and then you gain weight. If you're running it so that you don't have any sugar in you, so you don't eat the carbs, you're eating it as electric, and so you're eating the fats. Your body runs on the fats, it's burning the fats, plus it will burn additional fats within your body. I don't know whether I explained that right or not. Sound okay? Hopefully it sounded okay. So one of the other things I too have found is that a lot of people don't eat enough, right? So they think you're a diet, so you have to be at such a deficit that you're only eating 1,000 calories, and therefore, you should be losing weight. In reality, your body's saying, if I'm only eating 1,000 calories, then I got to conserve my food and store it for later, and it will take part of that food and store it. So you have to make sure that you're eating enough to keep your body going. So eat between 1,600 and 2,000 calories to keep your body going. If you're doing keto. If you're not doing keto, well then, whatever the protocol is, I'm not that good at anything else. I've done, like I said, I did Weight Watchers for a long time. I've done some others as well, but it's really, really important that you do that as well. So that's kind of where I am. Updates to the channel. Talk a little bit. I do have kind of a really cool little thing. So I got a box that I'm going to open up. I kind of thought I'd show you what's in the box. So this is the box I got today. Hopefully it's okay. It's from Chalk Zero. So thought I'd open it up. I got some cool stuff to try. I think there's some cool stuff to try. We probably won't try them here, but we'll be creating some recipes with them. So I'm going to open up the box. Of course, you can't see me do it, but maybe if I pull it back here, you can see the box. Now, if you don't know Chalk Zero, we buy Chalk Zero stuff at our local Sprouts. We buy the Chalk Zero bark. So this is some stuff that I got. They freeze it because a lot of it's chocolate or syrups or stuff like that. They send these gel packs to keep the stuff cold. Of course, this one's melted now, but this is cool. So I did get some baking chips because I wanted to try the baking chips. So I got some. These are the milk chocolate ones. I'm gonna hold these up here a little bit so you can see those. So those are baking chips. I'm gonna try to do these. I'm ready to make some chocolate chip cookies. Oh, I kicked myself off. Hopefully I'm back. Oh, I'm back. So I said so Rhonda, maybe I'll make your some chocolate chip cookies, and I'll try to make them so they're nice and crunchy kind, and not the good ones, not the soft and chewy ones. So I got some of the baking chips, and then I got some of the white chocolate ones. We make white chocolate macadamia nut white chocolate chip cookies, and these are going to be perfect to try for that. So I can't wait to try these. So really, really good. I have to compare them because a serving of this is 7 total carbs. There's 6 grams of fiber in it. So if you're doing net carbs, it's only 1. If you're doing total carbs, it's 7. So that's kind of why I track total carbs, because it helps me control some of this. Instead of having 3 cookies, I'll have 1 cookie. And then this one, I'll have to compare them to Lily's too and see how they are compared to Lily's. Because this one is 6 carbs and 5 fiber as well. So 1 net carb on these per serving. So no, it wasn't something you said, Tom. Hopefully we're all there. Everything is good. That was something I did. I got they sent me some of this. Now, I don't have affiliate links with these guys, not at least not yet. Maybe in a very near future. So this was a strawberry jam that they sent me. Pretty cool. So I maybe we bought some more cream cheese and we're gonna make some more cheesecake tarts. So I would say we were talking about putting some blueberry stuff on there, but maybe we use some of the strawberry stuff to try it out, see how it is on top of the tarts. So pretty cool. Again, low carb stuff. 15 calories per serving on this. It says 11 carbs, 10 fiber in it, so it's 1 net carb in it. So it's a pretty low net carb, pretty high total carb, but then again, they all are. So, yeah, I'll look at that Rhonda. So maybe next live. So, I got this. So, look at some other things here. I got some syrups because I know I've been trying to try these. Yeah, I learned to talk here. Has anybody else tried these Chalk Zeros? So this is a caramel syrup. I thought this would be kind of cool. We're going to make some leche flan, and I think we're going to try this with it. So we can brown it. And this has 16 carbs in it. 15 of those are fibers, so it's 1 net carb in it. So, but we're going to use it. It's caramel syrup. So I think it's kind of cool. We'll give it a whirl, see what it tastes like. So Athena is saying the syrups are really, really good. So that's what I hear. Everybody keeps talking about how great they are. So then this is maple syrup. So we'll make some keto pancakes to go with it one morning or something like that, and we'll try that. Compare it to the Walden Farms one that I use. So this has the same thing, 16 and 15, so it's the same. So sugar-free. They're all sugar-free. All these things are sugar-free. You see right there. I've never made, so I got the question, have I made pecan pie and used the Chalk Zero syrup? I have not, so I can't say that I've made a pecan pie. So is it pecan or pecan pie? I'm not sure which one is the correct one, but I've never made it. It's something that we've talked about making. I've never made it, so. There's another one of those freezer things in here. So they keep this stuff cold. It just depends on where you live, and it's been pretty warm here. And then this is the chocolate syrup. So to drizzle over some Keto Chow ice cream. Oh, okay. Do you have a recipe for that, Rhonda, somewhere, or where did you find the recipe to make that pecan pie? So this is a chocolate syrup. We actually bought the, I want to say it was a Hershey's chocolate sugar-free syrup, and it was nasty. It was really nasty. Sweet, huh? Hershey, yeah. So I'm hoping this one's a lot better. We'll give it a whirl. Like I said, I got some Keto Chow. I'm going to make some ice cream this weekend. I think I've eaten all the ice cream I had. So I'm going to make some. This would be really, really good to pour on top of it. So, and again, sugar-free. I would imagine this is 17 total carbs and 16 grams of fiber. So 1 net carb. Again, I'll eat these things on the weekends. All right. Yeah, please, Rhonda. I have the emails down in the description. I believe it's down in the description. I would love to try it. So again, pretty cool. I'm excited to try it. Like I said, we've tried other chocolate syrups and they were not very good. The sugar-free was not very well. Not very good. And I got some Halloween stuff, right? So this was a Halloween pack or something that I guess they included with it or sent it with it. So this was pumpkins. This is the white chocolate, the sugar-free white chocolate pumpkins for Halloween, solid chocolate. So now I got my wife's attention. So again, these are 25 carbs for one of these, 3 total carbs for one, and 2 dietary fiber. So this is a good snack, right? So I can eat one of these, provided just one, every once in a while. That's pretty good. It's only 3 total carbs. So really, really good. All right. I'm excited to try that. And then they did one with dark chocolate as well. Solid chocolate, dark chocolate. This is only 3 total carbs as well, sugar-free. So there's 20 in the package here. So pretty interesting to try them. So maybe we'll be doing a taste test on a couple of these in the future. So you'll see them in a video or something to see what we think of them, right? And last but not least, actually, there's one more thing in the box. And then I got, these are the milk chocolate solid pumpkins as well. So same thing, I believe we have 3 carbs, 2 carbs. So we're going to go through, we'll go through another video. We'll get into greater detail with them. And again, we're going to do a couple recipes with them as well. I think I'm going to use the syrup, and I think we're going to try to do some the caramel and try to do a leche flan with it. So see how that goes. I really like eggs, and leche flan is like one of my favorite desserts. So, and then of course for my wife, I know it's not Valentine's, but so this is a sugar-free chocolate heart for her because she has my heart. So this is 4 total carbs and for per serving. It says there's 11 servings in here, so you'd have to eat this pretty sparingly to meet a serving size. 11 servings in it, and it's 4 carbs and 3 fiber, 50 calories. So, but pretty cool. So anyway, I never seen any kind of candy or anything else like that that's it. And then, I guess you can, if If we wanted to, we could throw these back in the freezer and throw them in our bags when we're going hiking or something like that to help keep the stuff cold. And yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. It came today, so I thought it was perfect timing. I thought I'd open it up tonight on the live. You know, let me know what you guys think. You know, what do you think of Chalk Zero? You know, they're kind of a new company to me. Like I said, the only thing we'd get every once in a while, we would get the bark from Sprouts when we were at Sprouts, because they sell them in Sprouts. I never ordered anything from them or anything. So we'll see whether they do a couple of videos. Maybe they'll give me a discount code or whatever. So we'll see. And maybe we'll do some recipes, like I said, with the Keto Chow and Chalk Zero mixed together and see how the two of them work out together. I saw a great recipe for some Keto Chow today, as a matter of fact, in somebody else's video. They did a pumpkin fudge video today that was awesome. So I was thinking that'd be pretty cool. And they used white chocolate. I believe they used Chalk Zero white chocolate to make it. I'm a big white chocolate fan. So what's going on for the month? I'm going to move this aside around here so I can get to my paperwork again here and see what I haven't talked about yet. So kind of talk a little bit about coming up this coming month. Like I said, I am going to try to track more, be more consistent with it. I think consistency is one of the things you need to do to lose weight and to get into shape, and you know, get that consistency going. So I'm going to try to track that. I think on my weekly lives, I'm going to start showing how I did for the week, so that way there it holds me accountable. So it makes me do it. I think that will help me a lot. I'm not sure how you feel about seeing it, but it helps me, right? I don't intend to do BB&E. I don't intend to do carnivore or anything else at this point in time. Seems like everybody else in the world is doing it, so I don't want to be a follower. I'd rather be more of a leader. I know it's working for me, so I'm going to continue to do what works for me, right? I guess that's kind of my put on it. So, and this works for me. So I feel great. I feel really, really do. I am going to be involved with Derek's Step Challenge. So I don't think Derek's here. I know he's not here. And I don't think I have a slide from him here. I have one in my folder somewhere. It's an older one. Let's see if it's here. Hi. I'd have to pull it up here. Let me see if I can find it. Let me blow this up because it's really small. All right. Let me go in, share the screen, Windows. So I will be doing, this is August, so he is doing a challenge in October. So I know a lot of these, everybody knows Derek. So, you know, if you know him, if you want to participate, it's a great way to meet people and help with growing. It actually helps with even growing your community. You know, you get to know the people on the teams, you kind of chat with each other. You know, generally the teams are anywhere from 6 to 10 people. You get to know those people. I think the challenge from August was 66. The one prior to that was 88 people or something of that nature. So it's a good way to get going on there. So, hey, Kirby the Beagle, how are you? So it's a really, really great way to meet people, great way to get out, get motivated. Again, I don't have an October screenshot of his of the right one. I know he's having the drawing on Saturday. So if you're interested, go over and check out his channel. send them an email and say that you'd be interested in participating in the challenge. I would love to see you over there and chat with you about being motivated and getting you going and helping each other. And again, we're competing against everybody, but we're competing against ourselves. We're not competing against anybody, right? So it's all about what are we doing. Hey, so it's John from Barbecue Rockstar. How are you? Hopefully you're having a great, awesome day. So, I will say that. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I am going to try to work out a little bit more this month. I'm going to try to get not so much to the gym. I'm going to start to work out at home more. We've been talking about getting a treadmill here at the house and revamping the garage a little bit. We do have some matting and everything else already in the garage because I was doing some aerobic stuff in the garage and stuff. So now I'd like to get maybe a couple of light weights or something like that. We have some pulley cables as well. You've seen probably the short of me on that. So trying to get more into that and trying to make sure that's happening. So that's kind of what my plans are for October. Like I said, October it's going to be a busy month because we have our wedding anniversary. Been 9 years this year. So next year will be a special year, 10 years. So we have to think of something really special to do next year. We're not sure what we're going to do this year yet. We've kind of made some plans and they've changed. And then again, my birthday's this month. So if anybody from my family is watching, you can go over there and check out my Amazon wish list. That would be something, great. And also my 5-year anniversary is on keto, right? So it's a pretty busy month. So we got a bunch of stuff going on, and I'm not sure what we're going to do, whether we're going to have a little party for the anniversary or whatever. So thank you. So it's been a great 9 years, and so we've seen a lot, we've done a lot together, and it's just getting started. So another 40 years together at least. So I got to live until I'm 105 years old. So, but yeah, so things are going really, really well. Hopefully they keep going well. Like I said, my intentions are to track, and I will try to show those that week and how I stayed under the carbs or I didn't stay under the carbs. And I'm going to be really honest. So if I eat a keto bar and it's 9 carbs, I'm going to list it in there, and you will see that I'm over, and we can talk about that, right? What did it do? Did it make a difference or did it not make a difference? I don't know. We could talk about it. So some things affect people differently. So that's kind of the intention for the month. The channel wise, as far as the YouTube channel, I am doing some collaborations. So Lindy from Paleo Barbie is going to be on here next week. She's going to be one of my guests. So she's coming on here next week. So if you don't know Lindy, she was she has a pretty good channel. She does a lot of keto. Well, she does a lot of keto, but she does a lot of the 75 hard. I know Derek was doing it. I know some other folks were doing that 75 hard. So she's done really, really well. So hopefully she'll come on here and she can talk about her journey and all of her experiences and learn a little bit of her as well. I have another one I've got lined up, I believe, for the 13th. I got to confirm it, but before I say anything of who it is, I'm going to confirm it that they're going to be here on the 13th coming out. And I kind of like the collabs. I like having somebody to talk to. And I know Tom, you and Mike are doing that together, and so it's kind of like, hey, Shorty, how are you? How's Shorty's Adventures doing today? So I kind of like doing that and having that kind of that collab, that back and forth, and so I am doing great. I am doing fabulous. It's almost the weekend, so it's really, really good. So, So those are the things that are going to happen. If you, I have another collab that I've been talking to someone about as well. A third, I not sure the week the timing of that one, that may either be at the end of the month or may even be back early November by the time where we can work our schedules out together to be on there. And that's someone that's not necessarily a keto person, but more of a fitness person. So it'll be interesting to see how they would go. And maybe it would be nice to get 2 or 3 people out here at one time so they can get a good banter going like we did with Michelle and Misty, and maybe even 1 or 2 of them coming out again. So again, if you're like to do collabs, if you're willing to do collabs, send me an email, let me know, connect with me on Instagram, and let me know, and maybe we can work something out, and then we can all get together and we can have a good time, right? So that's kind of where we're going. I know before I've been putting out calendars every month, and for the month of October, I'm not putting out a calendar. I didn't get that kind of a feeling that a lot of people were very receptive to it. So I'm not going to put the calendar out. It takes up too much of my time, and I'm not sure if it's really worth it. So I do have that web page, and I've been trying to go in and update it. So if you're interested in any of the recipes that you see me cook, some of the items that you see me use in my kitchen, anything, just about anything that I use is on there as well. I still putting stuff on there. I still have a long ways to go to catch up because I'm just so far behind and so busy with other things. So go over there and check out that Alan'sAwesomeKetoWorld.com. I think it's a pretty good website. I'm actually gonna let me bring it up here. So. No, excuse me. So we're going to stop sharing for a minute. We're going to share the screen again. Oh, hold on. I got to. It's kind of funky because it won't let you. So you got to open it in a new link. It won't let you open it when you. Open a new window. All right. All right. Let me see. So it's kind of. Hold on. Let me try that again. It's not screen sharing like I want it to. So it's. All right. Well, it's not allowing me to do what I wanted to do. Maybe I got to close some other stuff I have open. So. All right. Let me try that again. All right. I guess it's not doing what I want it to do. So yeah. So it's not. It's giving me a hard time. So. Oh, there it is. So this is the web page, what it looks like. That's just the header on it, the bullet on it, or whatever you want to say. So that's kind of what it looks like. You scroll down, you'll see a little bit about me. And then you'll see some of the YouTube videos that are uploaded, some of the recipes that you'll see, and you can kind of go across. There's a little bit of a keto store on there. There's some health coaching stuff on here. You go up and hit the coaching, Alan Coach. Then there's a little bit about myself and a little history and my background and stuff, and then some more videos and so on and so forth. And you go up to where it says blogs, and you'll see that the recipe comes up, and then the keto information comes up. So click on the recipes, and then you'll see a lot of the recipes I've cooked. I've cooked a lot more than this, but as I cook them, since I've put the website up, I've been trying to take pictures and putting them up here. So trying to do it, trying to get it filled. This ube roll cake, man, this is a killer. So there's those white chocolate macadamia nut cookies I was talking about. Some keto donuts that we've made, and the egg bites. Some really good recipes. I think they're really good recipes. We got a long ways to go on it to catch up with what we have. And then furthermore on there, there's some other keto information. There's some blogs. Hey, you like me in that? I like that. That was from Derek's Journey, actually. So I was on a team. I'm trying to think what they would call this. I don't remember now. It had to do with Star Wars. So, but the holidays, how to get through keto through the holidays. Here was the calendars I was doing. So if you're interested in some of the calendars, here's some meal plans. Here's some keto and how to get started on it. Some really quick information. Again, there's some information about coaching. There's some information. Again, these are a lot of the items that you would see me use throughout the day. Now I don't have them all in there. I got a lot to put in here, but it takes a lot of time to update the page and everything else. So when I get time, I continue to work on it. But anyway, I thought that you might find that interesting too. So go over there and check that stuff out. Like I said, there's some pretty cool recipes over there. So here's Ra Sun. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. How are you? Sorry I didn't catch it. Hey, how you going? Cooking with Bobby Joe. Let me get caught up with some of these. So talking and not looking. So, but anyway, so that's where we're kind of at. So those are the good things for this month. I think there's some really good things coming up in October. Like I said, some really, really good collabs. We have made coconut shrimps. So I'm trying to think if there's one on that web page or not. I don't think it is. There was a buffalo shrimp one on that page, but we have made coconut shrimp in the past. I will have to go back and look. Tell you what, if you send me that, I'll go back and I'll look, because I must have 4 binders, and my wife was nice enough she took a week and she ripped them all apart and she reorganized them all for me and separated them all, because I was just throwing them in these binders and everything was mixed together. And when we wanted to go find a recipe, it was like, it took us an hour to hunt through all these binders to find stuff. And she reorganized them and put all the desserts in one and all of the main meals in one. And so if you send me that one, Rhonda, that you're going to send me, and I'll send you one for the coconut shrimp. So, so for the pecan pie. So I love pecans. So I'm sure I probably love that as well. So, but that's kind of where we are for the month. That's kind of where we are for the day. So for the week, again, next week we'll be back, but I'll have Lindy on here. So be interviewing her. So we'll have some back and forth conversation. Yeah, the chicken crusted pizza. Now on the website, that recipe is on there that I use it. You can make it a couple different ways. You can put a little bit of almond flour in it, or you could just omit the almond flour altogether and not put it in. I liked it. It's probably our favorite. We actually talked about we were going to have it for dinner tonight. Chicken crusted pizza. So it's my favorite kind of pizza. We make it pretty regularly. I'm going to say a couple times a month. We buy that the 12 a 6-pack of the chicken breast chunks at Costco, and then we make that pizza. And there's only 2 of us, so we get 4 or 5 servings out of it easy, maybe even 6. So the cost on it's probably a couple of bucks. By the time you add in all the ingredients into it, it's only a couple of bucks per serving. So it's really cheap. It's a good way. It's a good way to eat, right? So you're getting your pizza in there, and you're getting that niche in there, and you're not eating a whole lot of garbage. I will tell you, most of the time when we make the chicken crusted pizza, we omit the sauce. We don't put any of the sauce in there. We just put cheese and meat in there, and that's it. So virtually it comes out almost to a 0 carb pizza, depending on the cheese you use. And depending on the meat that you use, the chicken crust is 0, right? So it really comes out to pretty close to a 0 carb pizza. So if you're doing a carnivore-ish type of lifestyle, or I guess you can't eat cheese, right? So or most people don't. Some do, some don't. But yeah, it's a pretty amazing thing. We've also made it. We made it with. What else did we make it with? We made it with corned beef one time just to see whether we could do it. We had a can of corned beef, so we made the chicken crusted pizza with it was actually a corned beef crusted pizza. So just playing around. But yeah, that's probably our favorite. And if you're doing a keto or a low carb lifestyle, that's a pizza that you got to learn to make. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know whether Tom's on here still, if he's ever made it or not, or Mike's on here or anything. But those are a couple of the other guys that I know make that kind of stuff as well. So hey, we're a little over the hour now, so I think we're gonna head out here and go. Actually, I should not head out. We're actually gonna make some lunch. We're actually probably gonna go for a walk because it's 6 o'clock here. I'm on California, so it's a little after 6 o'clock for us, so we go out for a little walk, and then we're going to come back and we're going to make some chicken crusted pizza for dinner. That's at least I think the plan is. And then maybe if I have enough carbs left in the day, maybe I'll eat one of these pieces of chocolate from Chalk Zero and give that a go and see how that tastes. Hey, if you like the video, make sure you go over there and you give it a thumbs up. I really, truly appreciate it. I know there's a lot of other content creators on here, so please go over there and check each other's out. From Christy over at Freelancing Tips to Cooking with Bobby Joe. There's a ton of good channels on here, to Aretha's up at Seattle Sapphires, to Shorties, to Rockstar Barbecue. I said, John has this most amazing grill. I tell you, John, that grill is like a monster that he's doing all of his barbecuing on. So that smoker he has it's probably as big as my kitchen. It looks like the thing is huge. And to Kirby Beetle. So go out there and check each other's channel out as well. So you'll find all kinds of cool stuff out there. So hey, we're gonna end this video right now. So you guys have an amazing day. You have an awesome day. We're gonna talk to you soon. Hey, if there's anything that I can do here for you, you let me know. That's why the channel is here, is to try to help each other out, lose weight, get healthy, get into shape. So that's what we're here for. So anything I can do to help you, you let me know how I can support you. If you're interested in doing a ketogenic lifestyle or anything else, let me know, and I can try to send you a bunch of information, some meal plans or whatever else. Just let me know how I best can support you so that we're all healthy and we all live a good, healthy life. So, all right, you guys, I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you next Thursday. Hopefully you come back. All right.